What is up, guys? MegZardZ here, and this looks like Showdown, but it's not up yet. Instead, I'm on the Frost server. If you don't know Frost, Showdown actually has other servers other than the main server. They don't get a lot of use, but they do get some niche use, especially by groups who just sort of want to be alone. Frost, a lot more people have been going to it after it's down. You can see lobby welcome to Frost. This is different. I don't know anything about Frost. For example, when I clicked the link, it put me as Cabalaceno, which it wasn't letting me log out of, but now I finally can. So I'm going to try to swap over to MegZardZ. I don't really know. No, it just doesn't let me do that, but now no, because I have no fucking idea what's going on. So, picked up this RMT from Team Showcase since there's not enough people playing PU and shit. Looks absolutely amazing and has Mega Guard Ward, one of my favorite mons. This is regular OU. The final regular OU, just holy shit. The final send-off, you know? It's straight up hyper offense. Am I good at this? No. I'm probably going to get absolutely fucking wrecked. But I can't really, I need something to record, and I can't really record. Also, Frost has a lot of different other metagames and shit, and you can check that out. I've been here like twice before just to check it out, but I have no idea what's going on, and it appears that someone else with one of these generic names that we just get assigned. He's got standard shit. One interesting thing is no way to get rid of Stealth Rocks and Mega Charizard. That is intriguing. I have an Air Balloon Heatran, which pretty much guarantees rocks, so I'm just going to lead with that, expecting Mamoswine or Garchomp. As he does, lead with the Mamoswine. He's got to be max speed, so I'm not going to bother taunting. I'm just going to go... Nope. He's just going to knock me off. The thing about Heatran is I don't know what it helps me with. I have stuff for Clefable, like Bisharp, I just need to smack it hard. Dies to this, that's probably X. Like, you wouldn't run Y with no hazards at all, that would just make no sense, and it's just not right team sport for Y. Doesn't help with Chomp, I guess sorta with Bisharp, but not really. I mean, I'd rather taunt him just in case he gets up rocks. As he does go for Stealth Rocks. And I'm honestly just going to break the sash with the Fire Blast, like, that's all I care to do. As that's not going to kill, because Thick Fats, it's not really super effective. I'm 284 here. Yeah, and he's not max. He's probably Adamant, that's what they run. I would like to Mega Evolve, so I'm faster than Bisharp after Mega Evolving, I believe. I'm fairly certain that's how it works. Or he Ice Shards me, and that does a shit ton of damage. Okay, that probably wasn't ideal. Like, I had a Keldeo, I had a Greninja. I just sort of forgot that was a thing. I don't owe you. Honestly, I haven't not PU'd for a while. I was going to go and Chomp. That thing is a threat. I don't know what I switch in. He says Misclick, but I mean, you're faster than me anyway. And you have Earthquake. Definite chances of Scarf Chomp, so I sort of want to go into Latios, and then double into Bisharp. I don't even know. The thing is, if I go into Keldeo, that's my Bisharp check and my Greninja check gone. And then both of those just absolutely wreck me. So I'm going directly into Latios, as he actually Poison Jabs. Okay. Oh wait, why would I say I can double out? I'm faster. I don't want to... I mean, he has this thing to take a Draco. But that's really obvious. I'm just going to drop a Draco, as he just goes straight into it. Okay. I was thinking, like, maybe that's too obvious a play, but no. I'm just going to go directly into Bisharp, because if he's Calm Mind, then it's a threat, as he does Calm Mind, and I don't have a Light Orb or something, so hopefully this does enough. Okay, that did enough. He has the Flamethrower, but I can still live that. And Bisharp gets rid of the threat, so that's good. Honestly, this thing wasn't too threatening. Mega Gardevoir is good natural Spadef and has Taunt, so he actually saves it. It's gonna die to anything that I send in against it. All of my Mons are faster and have an easy way to kill it, and you just saved it. Oh no, I'm Scarf Keldeo, so if I go for Secret Sword, I guess it would live, but... I'm just gonna knock. Crit, that's cool. The thing is, like, my only real switch in is Keldeo. And I don't want to go straight into Keldeo because Greninja Basically wins if I lose the speed tie. It's just a threat, so... I'm gonna go into Keldeo, and... How much health is that at? 26, but I'm just gonna Scald. I mean, it'll kill this anyway, and in general, Scald is a better option to be locked into because Charizard, so... As he thinks this is gonna live a hit, I'm gonna be very surprised if it does. Yeah. No. You run physical defense on Calm Mind Clefable, not special defense, so... Now he goes into Greninja, and I mean, you're just getting scalded to all hell. He's probably going to kill me with an extra sentry, though. As I get the burn, which is amazing. Life Orb plus burn is one of the best ways to wear things down, so... I mean, Mega Gardevoir does what for me right now? Nothing, but he won't die to Life Orb plus burn, so I might as well go into my Greninja and hope I win a speed tie. Just click Ice Beam. If I don't win it, I'll at least still have a Mon. That's the thing. I'm fairly certain, even if he has Grass Knot, he can't OHKO me. As he goes for Hydro Pump, that does a lot. But I can live, because resists. Greninja's not bulky, but the thing is, it can normally live at least one strong resisted hit. Although if that's Scarf Chomp, then it basically comes down to switching and predicting. It has to be Scarf Chomp since he sent it in. I have to Ice Beam and then see which one he switches into. Alright, he goes for the Earthquake, which means I can go into Latios, and... Is there a reason to risk missing a Draco when Psyshock will just kill him after rocks? No. And now he can't lock himself into something to hit both Mons. Actually, if I miss a Draco as he Poison Jabs, then I lose. Or if he has a safe middle, but I hope he doesn't. He just Poison Jabs, and I win! That's cool. Okay, I mean, I was at the bottom of the ladder, but, do I want to register Nonokezemo? No, I don't really think so. I'm just using this for recording. Hopefully Showdown will get back up. I don't know, but it would be nice if it did, so I mean, yeah, I'm going to go for another one. Look, OU. I'm sort of into OU again. I'm planning. God, it's so weird now. Going back to OU, like, the dynamic for me is very different with OU, Little Cup, Ubers, and then NU, RU. NU is also really different. RU and UU have the same dynamic, they're different, and then PU is different. All those metagames I just listed, they have a really different feel, and the only ones that go together for me are RU, UU. They're the only ones that feel somewhat similar. Even then, like, all the tiers to me have a distinct feel. Can't really explain it. Anyway, he's got, like, everything is a potential lead except for Azumarill, really. I mean, Heatran's Air Balloon, so it handles land. He's probably Scarfed Lando. I'm just gonna go into Heatran. As he goes with Landorus, I mean, I guess I can just Stealth Rock, because I have a Balloon. And I would assume he's Scarf Landorus, because it's Landorus plus Manectric. That's just like the quarter run. But he goes into Azumarill. There's a definite chance of this thing being Belly Drum. But even if he is, then that would actually be really, really fucking scary. Well, I guess I have HP. I'm gonna Toxic. Or I could just go directly into Kellet, but I can't really do that. Why does this team lose to Azumarill? What the fuck? You're getting Toxic. Okay, he's Power Punch, which is probably Assault Vest. That's actually really annoying. Power Punch AP Azumarill. That is cool, and also fuck you. Don't. That is cancer. Oh my lord. I mean, if he's Power Punching again, I could go into Keldeo. Or I could go into Garden. I don't really have a switch in. I need I don't want to lose Keldeo, because it's fast for Manectric. I don't want to lose Heatran, though, because he has a Scizor. But I still have... I'm going to have to Fire Blast. And just get off... That did 18%. That's more than I expected. As he's probably going to kill me with an Aqua Jet, but then I can go into Keldeo and Revenge. ideally. Or Latios is probably a better bet, because he's most likely Assault Vest, especially since I see no lefties, so... This is Roost, not Defog, also is cool, but Psyshock should kill, like he's got an Aqua Jet here. So I mean, I guess I got Rocks up and traded the Zoomerl for Heatran for Zoomerl, so that's solid. But I'm definitely looking a lot more Scizor weak, as he doesn't even Aqua Jet. I mean, did you think that wasn't going to kill? I definitely don't agree with that play. He actually is going to risk the speed tie. That is the stupidest shit I've ever seen. I mean, if you're going to defog and die, that would just be so retarded, sacking your Latios just for no rocks. Rocks don't even hurt your team that much, so I'm going to Bisharp. I don't have to risk anything. As he actually surfs, which I guess he was predicting Bisharp. That's the only thing I can think of. But then it's not going to kill him, I Pursuit, so... Or he might predict that. Nope, he doesn't even predict Pursuit, so, that's dead. He goes to the main Ectric. I mean, what does Bisharp do for me now? Nothing? I mean, why not Sucker Punch? Because he's probably going to end up Volt Switching out on Latios or Gardevoir after this. Then he takes Rocks damage, plus a Sucker Punch from Bisharp does a lot, which makes this thing very easily revengeable. So I'm just going to... Why would you not Mega Evolve? Maybe he didn't hit it, but without the Mega, I'm almost certain that crit didn't matter. Like, you have to Mega for that to do damage. I'm just going to knock off, as he is Life Orb Defog, and he does it on the Bisharp. And what is the Latios? And there are so many things wrong with this. What are you doing? Please go into the Intimidate Mon now. Your only chance is, like, hope Heatran lives a hit. Maybe it's even Scarftran. What do I even know is actually going to intimidate me? There are so many things wrong with this. Oh my lord. Let me just register this right quick, because if Showdown's going to be out for a very long time, then I don't want to have to keep making new accounts on Frost. Database error occurred. Wonderful. Nope. My password, okay, database error means I can't sign up and whatever. No, I don't want to, fuck you, Safari. I don't even know why I'm using Safari, because Chrome exists, but it's all glitched up. So if you're wondering why I'm using Safari, my computer is so fucked up that the default search on Chrome is stuck on Bing and I can't get rid of it, and I would rather use Safari than be stuck on Bing. Anyway, he is a Mega Medicham, which obviously, you know, it is the threat. Nothing takes hits from Mega Medicham. Huh. What do I even lead against it? I mean, I guess Latios is a safe lead, because it also takes these two on, unless he's Scarfed U-turn Landers. But no, he's just going to lead Medicham, which like 99% of Medicham do. So I'm just clicking Psyshock. Oh, do they still always run Fake Out and shit? I mean, I can't really do anything about that anyway. Medicham, like I said, it's the threat. Medicham, Gardevoir, and Heracross. When Aegislash was removed, they became like the defining, humongous, threatening force. And he goes into Heatran. I was hoping he'd be stupid enough to go and do Zoomerl, but unfortunately, this man isn't a total moron, which sort of makes me sad. But I mean, I have a 100% stop to this, so he's gonna go for Rocks. I'll go for my Rocks. We can cure him, and why not? He's actually gonna go straight into Medicham on something with Fire Blast. I really, really, really wanted to Fire Blast, and I'm like, no. I knew I should. All right. Fodder. This is what Medicham does. You just like fodder. There's nothing you can do. That is why Medicham is disgusting. One of the reasons I stopped playing Or SOU, because Medicham is 100% disgusting. Gardevoir is like 70% disgusting. Mega Heracross was more like 90% disgusting. And between the three of them, like you can't switch in, you can't play balance, and I prefer balance over anything else, really. Like, in the end, balance is what I'm most comfortable with. Now, I really wish I'd U-turn on this Greninja, but I don't. So I'm going to go into Latios and then get fucked over by Heatran, I suppose. Probably my safest play. I mean, I can Draco and then Roost, so... Because I'm running Roost, he's not going to wear me down. As he actually goes into Rotom, and this is just going to Oko. Really? Does it really do that? I'm surprised. As he goes into Landorus, I mean, if he's Scarfed and he's going to U-turn, then I guess... Wow, Scarf Landorus. I don't feel like I've seen this team before. It's a good standard team. This, it's just the team to run. What do I want to send in to get cocked blocked by Azumarill? Greninja or Keldeo? Probably Keldeo, because it'll at least take the first fake out. And I can just Scald and hope I get a burn and try to hax this man out of a win that he's gonna supposedly get, because he's doing well. Honestly, had I Fire Blasted, I would have been in like the most amazing position that I could possibly be in, because then Metacham's dead. But he actually goes into Heatran. I don't know why this was the switch. I guess it doesn't really do much for him, but it does stop Gardevoir, so... I guess. I guess I can see why he would want to do that, is he's going to go into Azumarill. Does Keldeo do something like Greninja doesn't already? Well, I mean, it stops Scarf Landorus. Alright, I need something to die so Gardevoir can come. I guess I'm going to have to Scald, really. No burn, any belly drums. I don't need anything. I just need to Scald him. Then I have Sucker Punch. It's actually live. I mean, I do live. I'm surprised it wasn't like an easy live. I honestly expected to just take that relatively well for the 2-hit KO. But now I can just click Sucker Punch. Unfortunately, I don't get the Gardevoir inside, which is what I wanted, as he's actually going to click Belly Drum, and I'm just going to Sucker Punch 8 times. 8 times. That's all I need to do. There we go. See, it's that easy. As he's going to go into Medicham, this is, but if I Sucker Punch, then I'm going to lose to Landorus. Well, no, Gardevoir takes a hit, which is literally my only play, so I'm going to have to Sucker Punch. So that is a solid... He missed the high jump kick. Fuck you. Okay, so what would have happened? I would have gone to Greninja. He would have just stopped me with Kyurem, and then because he has fake out pressure, he would have killed Gardevoir, and he would have gotten off enough damage for Landorus to win. So yeah, I would have lost. This is why I like U-turn on Greninja. Spikes is cool, but he's double Scarfers. I did not see that one coming. And he just forfeits. Honestly, like, Spikes is good. And against a more defensive team, absolutely run Spikes. And overall, is it better? Probably. Personally, I like U-turn. In a case where like I could just send Greninja in on the Medicham, and then it's just a free U-turn. If he switches in something that counters Greninja, then I kill it, and I go into and then I get off damage, I go into Gardevoir. If he doesn't, then I kill it. I mean, it's that easy, as we have what looks like a very low ladder player. Really? I was like, you know what, finally I won't be ridiculously annoyed by Marowak, because that's no longer like the gigantic threat. Marowak will no longer be haunting me because there are no switch-ins. You just like ruined my day, sir. So I'm gonna be like standard and lead off with Heatran like I have been doing. Wicked, smart kid. Nice. The thing is, Dragonite is a threat, so I want rocks. If he Focus Blasts, that's also annoying, though. I'm just going to go for rocks because just looking at this team, I feel safe enough to make a stupid play. Also because, like, Keldeo and Gardevoir both put in a lot of win right here. Or he has Magicoat Alakazam. Good on you, sir. He's Magicoat Encore. I was expecting Magicoat Taunt. / learn Alakazam Taunt. It can learn Taunt. Yeah, I'd be running Magicoat Taunt. Encore's cool because you get free time, but Taunt literally just means that you don't have any hazards on your field, so that might be cool too. Also, fuck you! I'm gonna go into Gardevoir. I can probably take hits. He's actually Trick Room Alakazam, which means Marowak is a threat. Well, I have Sucker Punch and I have Air Balloon, so I mean, I'm just gonna have your voice. Magicoat, Encore, Trick Room, Kadabra. You know what I need to do? Lead. I'm gonna play PU Trick Room with Lead Kadabra running Magicoat, Encore, Taunt, and Trick Room. Maybe I won't even run Taunt. Maybe I'll run like a Psychic move so I can do damage. So at this point, I don't want Gardevoir to be the fodder because if that's Scarf Dragonite, then it also kind of wins because Keldeo can't touch Dragonite. So I have to choose something to die. And to make... I mean, he's almost certainly going for a Ground-type move, but even if he doesn't, he can't Oko Heatran, then Trick Room's gone anyway, so why wouldn't I just go into Heatran? Yeah, I have the Balloon. He's actually going to Double Edge, maybe predicting that. It would have killed me anyway. I mean, it probably would have killed Gardevoir anyway. I can just let Heatran die and then go into something to kill this. I can just go straight back into Gardevoir and Hyper Voice. Or Psyshock so I can hit Gengar, but that's not important right now. As he actually knocks off, predicting Latios, I guess, but this is a Marowak and Trick Room. You don't just play around with a Marowak and Trick Room, and he's just gonna forfeit. Excuse me while I just, like, really quickly imagine the team I have with Kadabra. This is just me just leaving a reminder for myself with Trick Room, Magicoat, and then Encore or Taunt, because I'm not sure which one I'll run, and then I need to have a Marowak, because it's the biggest threat in PU. And that's just my little reminder of myself. I'm going to go for another game. This is like the farewell to OU. If that wasn't Dragonite, it would look like the Cathy team. No, wait, that would have to be Dugtrio. This looks like decent balance. Could even have Rain Dance, Calm Mind, Manaphy, and then like Thunder, Manectric. Nah, that would be stupid. Forget what I just said. I mean, lead. Don't really lead, but I mean, 4 leads is quite a bit to choose from. I have absolutely no idea what to lead with. Let's go with Latios. He leads with Rotom. Okay, Latios did well against 3, didn't do so good against Manectric, but I figured 3 out of 4, probably not too bad. And I do have the HP Fire for 40, so I feel rather safe just clicking Psyshock. Because if it goes in the Fortress, it's like, hey, I wall you. Like, hey, no you don't. As he's just going to Volt Switch, and I just got off half damage on his Rotom Wash, which makes me feel pretty happy about myself. As I'm literally just going to click HP Fire. Limit this thing to 1 layer of hazards is all I want. As he's actually going to Gyro Ball and he's running Citrus Berry, which raises the alarm bells in my face. I'm just going to do it again on the basis that he's not saving this because it dies to everything on my team. As long as I hit a Gardevoir Focus Blast. I mean, I just don't know why you would save this. On the other hand, Draco will kill it anyway, and that's probably my safer play. Especially since once this is dead, it'll go into He's actually going to go into Manat. Oh my fucking god! You know what? You make a good prediction, and then life's like, fuck you, you don't get nothing. So at this point, if he Tail Glows, then that's annoying, but if he doesn't, then I'll still get off a Draco. I mean, if he tail goes, I'll get off of Draco. If he doesn't, then I just got to Roost. So he's actually running the Rain Dance thing. I called it. I have Psyshock though. It hits physical defense. That didn't do enough. And he Ice Beams. And this thing is actually enough of a threat that I sort of just want to Psyshock it. And he just rests. I want you at low health. Then I'm gonna go into Gardevoir, click Hyper Voice, and watch the world burn. He actually Ice Beams. I mean, you could have just, I don't know, calm-minded and then rested, and then just, like, had a +1 Manaphy, but I could see why you would not want to, like, get free boosts. I understand that. And he's actually faster, which means he's running max speed Rain Dance Manaphy, and he burns me. As I do win the potential speed. Well, it probably wasn't speed die, it's just running a bit of speed. Because Gardevoir is base 100. Yes? Slash DT Gardevoir Mega. Yeah, it's 100. He goes in Landorus. Choice Scarfed equals annoying, but he's probably going to click Earthquake because it hits everything. Which means Heatran is the switch of my life. Or U-turns. I'm mildly upset about that because Air Balloon Heatran was like my best answer for Scarf Landorus. And now he's inside with the Rotom. I'm just gonna get up rocks as he's max speed, possibly Specs, because may not be Scarfed. I don't want it being Scarfed and then I go into something, but I guess I can go into Greninja. And, I mean, Grass Knot is probably my best move, as he's actually gonna kill it with the crit Grass Knot. Actually, Fortress, I don't know how heavy Fortress is, but that's pretty funny. It didn't matter. I mean, I have Hydro, oh, I could have missed the Hydro Pump. I have Ice Beam. It didn't matter. You know what? As he goes into Dragonite, which automatically says, I'm a noob with the weakness policy, and I'm cool, right? No, fuck you, you're not. So I'm gonna U-turn. Break that weakness policy. Gardevoir is not doing anything for me right now. He's actually just gonna straight up Dragon Dance, which is a problem because I don't have Icy Wind on Keldeo and I might have just lost. Definitely might have just lost. I suppose I can go into Bisharp and knock off hoping he predicts Sucker Punch. He doesn't predict Sucker Punch. I still live that shit. And I don't have a Life Orb, so I'm still alive. I'm going to have to just Sucker Punch. He Extreme Speeds because he's not dumb. And this is where I would have really liked Icy Wind, but no. No. This is why we can't have nice things. What'll do more? Resisted Stab Hydro Pump. Stab makes 110 plus 65 is 175. Half of 175, that's more than 60. Or you just Extreme Speeds. Can you kill, please? Wow. You know what, Keldeo? You just let me down. This is why I would have liked Rocks, and then that Rotom just came out of nowhere. I admit I did not expect that one in the slightest, so I'm going for one final game, and this man has a Terrakion, which nothing on my team safely switches into. Oh, fuck. That is actually a really big issue. I'm just going to leave... I'm going to just leave Latios. He leads Terrakion. I'm going to Hidden Power Fire. Thing is, he could be lead Sash Rocks, or he could just go straight into Bisharp and trap me. I don't want him just straight up trapping me without me at least getting off an HP Fire. I don't want that. I'm gonna Draco. I feel like that's the best middle I can do. Because I do want damage on Terrakion, because as you can see, Close Combat hits everything but two things that are bopped by Stone Edge. So, I mean, this is just a humongous threat. Or he might be Scarfed with something right here. He actually just goes into Sylveon. Okay. I'm just like, oh my god, is he gonna do this or this or this? It's like, no, fucking Sylveon. I have a Heatran, which should be a fairly easy switch. He doubles in the Scizor. Was Heatran not the switch in you were expecting? What? Maybe Gardevoir. I don't know. I'm gonna go for Rocks. If he U-turns, then this man is incredibly real, but there's no reason to risk that. Unless you really have to break the air balloon with only 2 Mons potentially running ground-type attacks, neither of which are amazing with ground-type attacks. I mean, if it's Specs Sylveon with HP ground, then you'll run it for Heatran. Or if it's somehow Earthquake, for some reason Earthquake Terrakion. But my point is, there's no reason for him to break my air balloon, so he's not U-turning. And I'm going to just have to start the timer if you're going to take this long. As he just goes back into... What? What is Sylveon going to do to a Heatran? And I've Toxic, so I just beat you one-on-one. He actually Hyper Voices. That does nothing. That's not Specs damage. I've used Specs Sylveon enough to know that that's not Specs damage. I can just Toxic, as he's actually been going to Rotom Wash, which is really cool to get a Toxic on it. I think he's going to Volt Switch, and if I go into Latios, he can either Pursuit Trap me or just go into U-turn and keep up the momentum, so I'm just going to Fire Blast. Get off damage at the very least, and he does Volt Switch! And that is how you do not get trapped in a whole Volt Turn conundrum. Like, if the Mon you need to keep around to win is weak to Volt Switch or U-turn, and you have no other choice than to stay in the momentum thing, then obviously yeah. But that's the easiest way to get out of Volt Turn. Just stay in. You have to be able to predict him well enough. Unfortunately, you have to fodder something here. And this is my Sylveon switch-in, but I do still have Gardevoir for Sylveon switch-in, but I sort of want this a lot. But something has to die. But Latios is less useful. And he just close combats, which means... I'm HP firing. No. Yeah, I'm gonna HP fire. Bisharp, if you don't switch into Bisharp now, he actually goes into Scizor. Perfect. You know what? I fucking predicted it. Crit didn't matter unless that was max HP, max Spadef, Assault Vest, or some shit like that. Goes into Bisharp. I'm just gonna HP fire. Get off the damage, because you're pursuing, you're not sucker punching. Yup. And down goes the Bisharp. Ooh, he crit me. It mattered. It mattered. That mattered so much, I think I'm going to sue him. At this point, I'm just going to go into Gardevoir. It doesn't really do too much for me as he goes into Terrakion. I might be able to live a Stone Edge. I have no idea, but Gardevoir isn't something I really need right now. It sort of is, but I don't have a choice. Terrakion's inside. I should have predicted Terrakion gone to Greninja, but I'm not a good player, apparently. Like, Greninja was the thing I should have led with, because this is the only thing that he could have switched in that's just like, fuck, he got it inside. Everything else, it's like, if I get the lead prediction wrong, it doesn't really matter. I mean, Rotom's not a threat, Sylveon's not a threat, Latias isn't a threat, but he gets Terrakion inside, and that's an issue, so... That is what I do as a basis for what I switch in on blind doubles. At least that's what I normally do, but I didn't do here. So, since he can't choose a move, let me just, like, start building my PU team right quick. I'm just conceptualizing the Mons I could use. Specs Aurorus would be pretty cool, so would Specs Glaceon, so would Banded Flareon. So would Banded Bouffalant with Head Charge, Reckless Head Charge, or Specs Camerupt. There are so many good things. I'm going to say, well, I'll also need other Trick Room setters. I'm going to go back and look at that video that I had against Tribble, because he had a really cool Trick Room team. Carbink is a good Trick Room setter, and Kecleon, I believe he had setting Trick Room, and then I should put Trick Room there to remind myself, and then Trick Room. And then Camerupt with Specs. Although I may not want to keep... I probably won't want to do that, because I want to build a team, and then Oras is going to come out. It's like, lol, nope, you can't use that anymore. Bouffant with Band, though, sounds really cool, and then I'll want a cleaner. Maybe not Behem, because Analytic, I don't think that works on Trick Room. Anyway, that's just me trying to build a team, as this guy is apparently just going to timer out on me, which is really fucking amazing. Like, I just love it when we're in this really cool game, and he's got Terrakion, which actually could potentially just beat my team, which is why it's definitely not over yet. And he just fucking leaves. It's like, you thought you had a cool game? Well, fuck you. You don't have a cool game. Let me see, what else would I want to put on a cool little trick room team that could, like, set up and sweep for me? Yes, I don't even know. What else did he have? He had a Machoke. He had the Regice, the Life Orb Rock Polish Regice. I remember. That's a set that's been getting a lot of hype recently. Um, why would I not put Relicanth on this team? What the hell am I doing? Relicanth is, to me, it's one of the most underrated threats. In fact, I posted it in underrated/creative movesets in PU thread because that became a thing. And Relicanth is so incredibly underrated. It's not just me being like, hey, it smashes things. It's generally a good mon in this metagame, where so many things in PU revolve around Pelipper defogging, or Togetic defogging, or Avalugg rapid spinning, and to be able to come in on them, and also just Licky Licky. You can come in on Licky Licky, and then Head Smash out damages Marowak, which is what people call the premier wall breaker, but Head Smash is even better typing, because it can hit Avalugg super effectively. I mean, Banded Relicanth does 72% minimum to an Avalugg. That's just fucking ridiculous. Anyway, that was my little rant on Relicanth. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. I thought it was an actually good live, as opposed to some of the shit I've done. I'm going to try building this Trick Room team. I also want to build a new team with the drops that are going to happen really soon for PU in mind. Like, the tier drops are coming really soon. Tier drops. That's not what I mean. Like, tier shifts. We got stuff going up to NU. Like, Garbodor's going to be gone, which is amazing. We're going to get some new stuff, like Torkoal and Armaldo, probably. Almost certainly, which would be amazing. Like, other spinners, new spinners that are all weak to rock, so Relicanth would still be great. Anyway, I got a lot of things planned. Hopefully Showdown comes back up and doesn't go like this. Let me go to Showdown right now. Yep, technical difficulty still. Fuck. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.